everybody, today I would like to talk about coping skills. Coping skills are those things that you use whenever you're feeling down or anxious or angry, anything that helps bring you from where you are to more of your normal. And I don't usually like the word normal, what your usual state of being is. Whenever I talk to people about coping skills and try and help them build their own little, what I like to call coping kit, I like to remind them that, you know, in a toolbox you have lots of different tools for different reasons. Like if your pipe breaks, you might use a wrench. If you need to put a nail in the wall, you're going to use a hammer. The same is true when it comes to dealing with our emotions and the things that we do to bring ourselves back. For me, I like to watch certain shows or movies. I have music playlists for certain feelings. I like to cuddle with my cats because sometimes they can make me feel better. Relaxation exercises. I mean, there's tons and tons of different things. I always say it's very important to have lots of different things in there and to try them out, especially if you're not sure how one might work in a certain situation. I've also found that there are things that may have always worked in a certain situation, but then you come into that situation again and that thing you usually turn to doesn't always work. Whenever we would do a relaxation in group, I would usually be able to feel very calm but yet energized afterwards. There were a few times though where no matter what I did, I just couldn't get into it, and it wasn't the same. It's in those moments where you can dig through your toolbox and try out some different stuff. One thing that I've also learned in my own testing of what works in situations is that sometimes you just really need to sit in that feeling that you're having. I have different playlists on my iTunes to, pump me up, to relax me. But one thing that I found is that sometimes listening to stuff that I know is going to make me cry, especially when I'm already feeling down, can be amazingly helpful, because it just forces you to kind of let all of that out. And that's good. It's good to let it out. Same thing is true if you're feeling kind of angry. Sometimes you just need something that you can just scream along to, and then you just kind of, purge all that feeling and you can move on. There's a class that I do off and on at group, and it's about the WRAP, or the Wellness Recovery Action Plan. It's kind of in depth and there's a lot of information that you put into it. So I'll put some links down below if you want to learn more about it. But one of the important things is recognizing your triggers, the things that, send you out of your usual normal feeling, and recognizing the things that you can do to kind of nip it in the bud right there. The main thing about the Wellness Recovery Action Plan is to try and keep you from getting down to a crisis mode as best as possible. I'm gonna leave you guys today with a little bit of homework, and don't worry, you don't have to turn it in. I'm not gonna grade it or anything. I think it's really important and beneficial for people to realize what their triggers might be in different situations. You might not have a lot, you might have tons. It all kind of depends on what you've been through and situations that you've encountered in your life. And what I want you guys to do is to figure out those things that make you feel better. Whether it's crafting, like I like to knit and crochet, I like to read good books, cuddle with my cats, whatever works for you. And then when you get in those situations, start kind of implementing them, especially if you've never done it before, and see what works and what doesn't. If you find something that works really great for you, please leave a comment down below. A lot of times you might get stuck and not know what might work for you, so you can always check it out, see what other people do in different situations, and give those a try. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning into this Wellness Wednesday. Now, something I need to cope with is this crazy heat. It's 93 degrees in Pennsylvania. What? So I'm gonna go get a cold drink, lay in front of the fan, and just have a relaxing day. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up to let me know. Subscribe if you haven't already, and be sure to tune in next week for more Wellness Wednesday. Love you guys. Bye.